G'day, omdevaji, Sheshnag Mandia. What on earth is Kundalini? This video is just another one on me being the luckiest man alive out of everyone on the planet. I'm really thankful to be me, and in my experience of me, I think that I'm prone to bring good fortune upon myself, such as I've done the luckiest video already, and if you subscribe over there you can go through the channel and you can put in the luckiest, and there's a video on how lucky I was like 5 years ago. 5 years later I'm still luckier than ever, because my soul's chosen this deep path. I've got a crazy soul, man. Like, not crazy, but like infinitely awesome, and it's chose to embody on the planet at this point in time for the ride of the human experience as we transform from talking monkeys into spiritual beings. And I'm lucky that I'm on the forefront of that wave. So that's one of my lucky things. How am I on it? Because I fell into a profession that was aligned with science and working things out, and then I spontaneously realized God, which is the Kundalini awakening, which is the goal of human incarnation in relation to the eternal purpose of the human being. So very fortunate. Threw me out into the spirit, so it's been a lot of pain coming back to my body through a process of personal development. But who I attract into my life for different purposes has been profound. And recently I've found that I'm the luckiest because, like, I did a course with a group of lads, and they said, "Oh, how many questions have you got about life?" And everyone else was putting about 20 questions. I said, "Oh, I got 2. They said, "Why you got 2, omji?" I said, "Because everything I ask for gets answered within 3 days. I'm a genie, or I'm an avatar in a human body. I look pretty human. I'm trying to pretend to be human for the rest of the duration. But I know that I'm a god with an awakened Kundalini, and I'm immortal, and I've got this unified perspective where I can utilize other aspects of myself to bring into my life everything that's necessary for my own experience towards fullness, and an embodied fullness at that." So there you go. That's why I'm lucky. How do I pull words like that out of the air, mate? I'm blessed by the goddess Vach as well, who's also known as Kundalini in some aspects, the goddess of speech, because in the flowment I can tap into magical things and just let it rip. So that's another reason I'm the luckiest, because I just make shit up, but it's all true. No, it's not all true. Sometimes it confronts other people's identities and values, and they're triggered, so it can't be true for them. But it's true for me. I've got a phenomenal perception. I've got a phenomenal makeup. The other day I almost died in Thailand in 2015. Survived, I don't even know how. Got pissed on a moped and woke up in my hotel room with 18 wounds and a slash down my arm, which I could have bled out with. Didn't die. The other day, on the 2nd of February, I wrote my car off. Rolled it on the same corner someone died 2 weeks before, and I was relatively uninjured, So that's one of the reasons that I'm the luckiest. I go to all these workshops, I attract these people into my life that are phenomenal beings, mate. The leaders of these not cultish, like leaders of this movement, as humans are moving from the 3rd chakra into the 4th chakra with an experience of unconditional love. So there's a lot of healing of unhealthy patterns in the lower 3 chakras at the moment. So I go and find these mentors, thanks to my ex, because I'd have this air of familiarity in myself, and I just go straight to the source. And I've got these big guns, mate, and they're like, not muscles, not my biceps, although my kids reckon my biceps are big. I've got these big guns as mentors, and I just go straight to them and I go boom, 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 get the knowledge off of them. So I'm lucky because of that. I've got access to phenomenal human beings in my life. in that I've had access to them, and I've gone to the workshops that have been the right ones for me to reprogram some of my subconscious patterns. As a human, I've got subconscious patterns too, even though I am this avatar incarnate. There's these patterns that have created unhealthy expressions in the human condition for me. So I'm very lucky to be exposed to some of these high-end people. In that, I also participate in being lucky enough to have the courage to rip myself in half. That dude on The Running Man comes to mind, that Buzz, where Arnold Schwarzenegger saws this guy in half, called Buzz, with a chainsaw. I do that to myself consciously to open up everything about me, to get to the core of me, so I can be a functional part of the transformation and also be a great dad, rather than be a messed up adult because my pains are unresolved. So I'm lucky to have courage and determination and resilience, and then I'm lucky to recognize the sacred of the Sanskrit and be able to be obeisant to the sacredness that I see in the vibration of the holy language of Devanagari. I'm also lucky enough to realize that how I resonate internally is how life is feeding back to me. Like a radio station, I'm this antenna that receives and transmits. So what I transmit at any moment, I'm receiving. And also I'm transmitting into the future for future events to be received. So I know that. Lately, I've done a shitload of work. And I'm telling you, a shitload. To do with facing myself, facing my patterns, enhancing my own resonance, giving myself the upgrade through a cognitive approach to healing, and neuro-linguistically programming myself to change the patterns that have been unhealthy. So I've attracted a person into my life that is a phenomenal being. And I'm so grateful for that after doing the work, it's been proven to me that the teachings are true. I was in a relationship that was a little bit incompatible on many levels. But I had to go into that relationship to be able to develop myself in a way that was healthy enough to create a new relationship with myself and then a new relationship with other people. And that has been really prosperous, and I am eternally humbled and grateful for the blessings bestowed on me in this current moment of life. As far as all the turmoil and shit goes on the planet to do with wars and viruses and all that sort of shit, when I look at my life from an internal perspective and a local perspective, I am the luckiest and most blessed person on the planet. And I'm a giver. Generally, I'm a giver. To find another giver, I've got a little bit of a war going on with my giver friend, but a giving war is so beautiful. But I'm able to choose to lose sometimes because I'm a very smart person. There you go. So there's a video on why I see myself as the luckiest. It's got a lot of content in it. Hopefully it's not too long. And I'm not polishing my own sword, although the pillar of light within me, I like to polish that and create the resonance from that creates a harmonious life. And I'm well on my way in regards to the work I've done, the understanding I have, and my own definition of boundaries and cleaning up my own life. Thanks for listening. Share the world. Share the knowledge. Sheshnag.com. Om Namah Shivaya.